Okay, back on the left side of the van. So I've just clipped in this. That's the one that I'll need to push in once it's all done. I'll wait to put everything else in first. So I've clipped in up until here. Best trick for that, I've got this little, I think it comes from a bit of packaging or something. When you're rolling it around, slide it in and then just push it up and clips it all in. Perfect, looks really neat. Yeah, but at this stage, that's when I'm gonna need to slide my finger in there without trying to stretch anything. I'm gonna have to line up that bow. At the moment, I've got the bow like that to give me as much slack in here. So now I'm gonna slide my hand in and just pull that back. Well, hopefully it's like that, and I'll just pull it up perpendicular to the outside and push it up. That'll pull the upholstery back up. Well, hopefully. All right, so I'll just put that bow in. That flipped out again as well. So, mate, you're gonna swear a lot doing this job. It is. If you haven't done it before, I haven't. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Fuck. See, that's just loose now, but it's bunched up here really tight. So I'm gonna have to make sure when I'm done at the front shortly, I'm gonna have to pull it back, make sure that that crease is straight, because that plastic trim on the inside of the TMI headliners are all straight. So yeah, I'm gonna come back here and do this later on. That's glued now. That's glued and bolted for now. That's just holding it in. So I should be able to pull the headlining back. I mean, it's pretty good, apart from you can see a little bit of ripple, but I'll be able to tighten that and clamp and glue that on the side, and it should look pretty good. So yeah, now the plan is, once this is tight, I can start pulling it back towards the back of the car, and one by one clipping the bows in. At the moment, they're only clipped in on the very far outside. You'll feel this lowered channel when you clip the bows in there. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, when you clip the bows in lower, they're effectively coming close together, so they go higher. Yeah, and work your way back. If I find any other helpful tips, I'll record it on the way. Alright, so in the back now, I found out the easiest way to do this. This one is loose. This one is in tight now. Just zoom out a bit. Yeah, so if you have all of these out, I took all the bows out, so there's no, this is completely slack. They're all out like that. All the bows are hanging loose in the listings. This one as well, when you're doing this one. So push in that trim with that low. You got heaps of slack to push that in. Same on the other side. Push it in to about here. Don't go all the way, because you'll need to, when it's about here on both sides, that's when you push the bow nice and high and pull it into this recessed groove here. Yeah, so you need to pull it back. It's the same like this on the back one. You need to reach your hand like in, and then push, grab the bow and chuck it in the groove. When you do that, it pops up, and that one looks pretty sweet. Yeah, only drama I found with this one now, mate, is the bracket. It's that bracket here on the barn doors. So that's 3mm thick. So because of that, so it's all going in good. And when you come to chuck in the plastic stripping on this one, it won't. That's hitting it there. It's not going in any further. So I'm gonna have to trim that 3mm. I trimmed a little bit off the other side of it, like that. It didn't really make a difference. Well, not enough, because the thickness, it's stitched close to that side. So you're gonna need to take a little bit off that, not too much, because you can't go back. If you cut too much and it's loose, it'll look shit. So I'll trim that, and then apart from that, then I'll just work my way to the back. Any more dramas and I'll record it. Alright, coming to the tail end of it now. The back still need to tag that to that cardboard strip there. The sides on the rear, I managed to just squeeze that behind pretty easy. Come up pretty neat. That was using the supplied headliner glue that I got from J-Bugs. And yeah, it's worked pretty well. On this side, I put in the beading. That went in okay. A little bit wobbly when you look down the line. On this side, I had some real dramas. I couldn't get it in. So this beading originally looks like this. And this is the one that you squeeze in, right? It goes in between your wall trim and the headlining. What I found was a pretty good trick. The only way I could get this in, so I've started that window there. That went in really neat, and it's really secure in there. When you pull on the rubber, it doesn't come out very easily. I did that by actually cutting the trim like that. And I tested it a few times to make sure I'm not going to bloody kill it, because this rubber was such a prick to order in. No one has it, and it's about 130 bucks Aussie to get here, so for what, 6 meters. You can get it from Clark Rubber and that, but they don't have the off-white stuff. It's only black. So yeah, I cut it about halfway off, and as I'm putting it in the groove, then I could just push it over, and that seems to bend around the groove. Tucks in nice and neat. You can't see any of the join on either side. So yeah, pretty pumped with that, eh? It's a good idea.